Hey, Kisses from Kenya is produced by Democrats Abroad Kenya, but everything you hear in this podcast reflects our personal perspectives as, as Americans living in Kenya.
Yes, nothing we say should be taken as the official stance of Democrats Abroad Kenya, Democrats Abroad Global, or the Democratic Party. This is an entertainment space and not an official policy platform.
Thank you.
Oh,
till the sweat runs down my
bone.
Ow. Ew. That skeet is nasty. That is nasty. Okay, speaking of skeet. Sex toys and your issue with sex toys. Get your wine.
It's not an issue per se.
Okay, but before we do, cheers to Kisses from Kenya.
Cheers.
Yes. Has a smoky taste. What is this?
What did
It's nice.
What was that video of what's that girl named Keke Palmer? When she was on that show where they eat all the wings. And she's like, ooh, this one has a little sweetness to it.
I love that show, especially when it starts getting hot and the people start cursing that guy out. Like, you mother. Okay, sex toys, problem.
So it's not like a problem. I'm just like not into them. Like
really?
I've just never been into them.
Not even incorporating it into the experience?
No.
Oh.
Like sensory wise, like it just doesn't do it for me. Like
really?
And the thing is, like I've tried, like fleshlights, like I've tried insertive ones and I've tried ones that are inserted into me and I've tried inserting them into other people and I just don't enjoy any of it. Oh. Like for a while I had one of those little ones that like you like can like sit on it and it like goes in, but then also like vibrates like on your like gooch.
Oh.
And that one was like all right.
Is the gooch between the
your taint, your perineum.
Okay, thank you. Like you're like taint. Okay,
your gooch.
That's not the. I know perineum. That's the thing between the scrotum and the booty hole.
Yeah,
that area. Okay, see, I knew that.
Yeah,
it's a very sensitive area.
So I don't like, and it's like I guess sometimes like if I'm with someone who's like I really like them, will you use them on me? Like I get some level of enjoyment out of like
seeing them get enjoyment. Yeah.
But even then, it's like I would rather like it's like if I'm the one doing something to you, I would rather be fucking you.
Really? It's almost like you're pitting yourself against the toy.
It's not that. It's just like I don't like it. Just feels like an extra thing.
Okay. Oh, before we go to the extra thing, let's do the extra thing.
Welcome to Kisses from Kenya.
Mwah.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Vuyanzi. We're talking sex toys. How Brendan doesn't enjoy them.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
So I feel sexually liberated by like being able to use one because I used to hear about people using them, but I didn't start using them because I would always feel like my kids would, because it was very open household. You can go in my drawers, nothing was hidden. And so I was like, I can't. But now, well, one time, I got one, someone gave me one, like it was all wrapped up, not used. And that one was called Gaia. Now that's just like a big old penis. Way too big to fit inside of me. However, you put it on the sweet spots. Okay, that's fine. However, I kept seeing about the rose. On my Instagram, on my TikTok. And then finally, when I went home in December for Christmas, what did I get myself for Christmas?
A rose.
The rose. Kissed by a rose. Was that Seal?
I've been kissed by a rose on the plane.
Yes, I've been kissed by a rose. Thank you. Seal was, he was pre-telling what was going to happen.
What soundtrack was that?
That was a soundtrack?
Yeah.
That song was very popular.
Baby!
What happened to Seal? Seal, where are you? However, I love the rose. Yeah. I do think it needs to come with a warning label because the first few times I used it, I thought I was gonna die in a good way, but I thought I was gonna die. And even by myself, like I'm talking to myself, like, "Oh, this thing needs to come with a warning. you could die from pleasure. Is that possible?" So I appreciate it, and men have not been intimidated by it. We've incorporated into experiences. A couple of guys. A couple of guys we've incorporated into experiences, and it's pretty dope. So I love the rose. I'm an advocate for it, and the rose will be what takes me through this period of no roster. The rose is my boyfriend.
She tells on Beyonce's internet. I don't know why I'm so paranoid today, but
are we recording?
Yeah, but I'm trying to see. Like, I think that's better.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why I'm struggling today.
It's okay.
Maybe it's like the Lord knew on that last one because we were about to talk about all that deep, heavy shit. It's like, let me just have y'all be like seriously. Only partially in the frame. Y'all could look at the painting and think about
shit. Damn. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Wait, but so there was another part of this. You want to talk about it? Is that lady on
Instagram? Oh my gosh.
And I feel like they're related.
Sexuality. I did feel that way too. Actually, great minds think alike because I was peeing and I thought about this.
She was self-pleasuring on the toilet.
I was not.
She was having a sensory experience with her pelvic floor.
So
How are your pelvic floor muscle health, by the way?
My pelvic floor is good.
Can you shoot a ping pong ball out of it?
Probably so. I can grasp.
We could test that on a future episode.
Oh my! Well, that would be on OnlyFans, which leads to I was scrolling on my Instagram. I sent it to Brendan. There's this 87-year-old, very gorgeous, beautiful woman who she's just talking. She's like, one of my friends or whatever, like said, why don't I just show myself naked and get paid for it? And so I do. She was talking about how she may take a shower on OnlyFans. She's like, my breasts are high. Apparently, the good Lord and gravity have been good to her. Mm-hmm. She's like, my breasts are high. I just do it like that. And she's making bank. She's like, why not? And so it makes me think about,
bank on OnlyFans?
First of all, we need a plan, and we cannot have all of you listening to our plan. We need to show our feet, because I also saw that too on OnlyFans. Yeah. But we're not discussing it in front of them. Sorry, guys. No.
You gotta subscribe.
The Kisses from Kenya OnlyFans edition. However,
Kisses from Kenya after dark.
Don't say that. You might have to cut that out. It sounds really good. Holy shit.
What was that? Remember that song? I like my kisses down low when I arch my back.
What song is that?
Kisses down low.
That is not a song.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
You ain't never heard of that?
No, you cannot play it right now.
I know, because then we'll get a copyright infringement. I'm going to play it for you after the show.
But aging and sexuality. I had a friend who recently, she was talking about something. This is like kind of a disturbing story, but don't worry, I'm going to come back for a minute, right? If you're triggered by STIs, don't listen. So she was saying
I mean, all of us are triggered by them when they happen to us.
No, not women. You guys are when you pee. We don't know unless you tell us that
it depends.
You don't feel anything. I was going to say something.
With chlamydia, yes, but gonorrhea is more likely to cause symptoms in both vaginal and anal infection.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Every time I've gotten gonorrhea in my butt, there was symptoms.
You know what? You didn't just.
It was uncomfortable. And then I went and got my shot.
When I was younger and I had chlamydia, I never had any symptoms.
You know, chlamydia is usually the silent one. Mm-hmm. Also for men. Actually, like almost, I think over half of male chlamydial infections are also.
Well, I'm fortunate because the dude, we were both cheating on each other, and that dude would burn when he peed, and then he'd tell me, and then I'd go and get
treated.
Done. Yeah. Sorry, that was baby daddy number 2. Aaron and Keith, I hope you never see that. Oh God, what was I talking? Okay, aging and sexuality. Okay, so goodness, my friend had a friend whose father, 60-something-year-old or maybe 70-year-old father, gave the mom chlamydia or gonorrhea.
Yeah,
and she's like, I saw hope in it because. Do those people do it? And I'm thinking, dude, people can do it until they just
like most of like these like old people,
they get
like
STIs,
the colony, like the ones in Florida,
they
like
get
they
STIs
pass
because
that shit around
all they
like
do is
like
do
a peace pipe. It's like
yes. In fact, I remember at one point in the States, I don't know if it's true anymore, but at one point the highest rate of HIV infections were people over a certain age, like the older ones, because
unfortunately it's come up in young people again.
It's coming back. But what I'm saying is because the people
we don't
think
have
about using
comprehensive
condoms.
Sex education.
You don't think there's okay. But my thing is they're thinking, well, we can't get pregnant, so we might as well just have sex.
But like, I mean, the thing is we're failing young people because we don't have comprehensive sex ed in the schools, but we're also failing older people because we're not doing community-based sexual health education for them either.
That's so nice to talk about the older ones and getting sex education because they probably think they know it.
Well, and it's also just things like for instance, like, you know, like your risk increases with certain things, like, because I know we were like kind of joking about this on an earlier episode, but like the skin in your like membranes does thin. And so like it's easier for things to pass through them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that increases your risk of HIV. Mm-hmm. There's more vaginal dryness, like in mucal dryness in general.
Not me though. And I like long walks on the beach.
Oh my God. No, but
I hear you.
But like, so for instance, like it's actually safer for older people to use lubricant if like they haven't done it in the past, because when you don't use the lubricant and it's a little bit dry, it irritates it and it makes it easier for you to pass an infection. So all of those things that are like harm reduction techniques and risk reduction techniques that older people should know, because there are different techniques for them than there are for people our age, and also different techniques for younger people. Like, we don't do that because it's like once we stick grandma in the home, it's like nobody wants to think she's going to get a tray brought on her by all those men up there, but she is.
She is going to get a tray. So, but I mean,
and I love that for her.
She's still ready. She ready.
When I'm 75, I'll be getting them trays for her
oh, good Lord. But I will be getting some until I just can't anymore. And I'll stay flexible and I'll exercise to make sure I can. And that one leg can go this way and one leg can go that way.
I might be at my 80th birthday party. We're going to be like Venga Boys. Boom, boom, boom,
okay,
boom. I want you in my room.
Let's go. I thought it was, let's go back to my room.
No, it's I want you in my room.
Oh, sorry. I want you in my womb.
We'll spend the night together.
So anyway, sexuality and aging, it's a beautiful thing. This woman has no plan to stop doing what she's doing.
I'm going to send you this other one that one of my friends sent me. It's like an older British woman who's a sex worker. And she's, I think, like in her like mid to late 70s.
She's still doing it now?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you send that to me? We need to be talking about it.
When I find it, I'm going to send it to you.
Wow.
I was worried you were going to be like, I'm not 75.
Oh, you were.
Oh, you think I'm old and crusty?
By the way, no, I look at it as like she's 75. I'm not 75. And by the way, I love how you said our age. I thought that was so cute, being that we're from two different generations. And you've called me the ancestor on this show, the elders and the ancestors on this show.
I mean, you're not quite like a spirit flying around.
And
but when you are, I'll put you on my altar. with your rose. I'll put your rose in your picture on my altar.
Someone putting the rose into my casket, like, well, this was what helped her get.
It'll be me.
Kids were like, who put this?
I'll be like, Keith, don't look.
Okay, so let's talk about some stuff, because you dropped something in a group today, but I didn't read it.
but then you put it in here, which was like
We were on
serendipity.
because GMTA, great minds think alike.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all know, but so there is one commission in the United States called it's a bipartisan commission, but it's called the National Election Commission,
Mm-hmm.
and it's made up of 4 people. This is inaccurate.
Oh, sorry.
So the committee was actually formed in 2001 after the Bush-Gore fiasco.
Mm.
And so it is a national commission made up of 2 Republican appointees and 2 Democratic appointees. I mean, they're appointed by the president, but the decisions are made with the advisement of the party leadership in the Congress.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's meant to be like the people who essentially like run elections in the states.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because before that, there wasn't really like a person or like a body at the federal level that really did that, because constitutionally the elections are left to the states. Like, there are federal functions, which like is what happened in Bush v. Gore. But like one of the issues that came up out of Bush v. Gore was that it was like, this is a state issue that has now become a national thing.
Yeah.
So like, what do we do? Like, who makes decisions? Who enforces things? So they created this commission. So for those of you that don't know or haven't been following, which is totally fine because everything is a shit show. One of the recent Supreme Court decisions gave the president the power to fire independent oversight people, commissioners or heads of agencies, kind of any independent agency. It happened about, I think, 10 or 15 days ago. There hadn't really been any sudden moves by him up until that point. But in this instance, it's the first enforcement that's come out of that. So he fired both of the Democratic appointees.
Yes, he sent an email to them.
Yeah. One of the Republican appointees had already vacated the seat previously.
Yeah.
And the other one, who was like the chairwoman of the committee, resigned. Yeah. So there are no commissioners on that commission right now. And there's lots of things that are problematic about this, but like the thing that matters the most for us as people who vote, from overseas, etc., is that really like one of the core issues that came up in this conversation was that this specific commission was the one that, when he wrote that executive order that said we must put a citizenship question on the federal ballot, this was the commission that was like, no. And previously, like, the courts had held that as the independent electoral commission, they were the ones empowered to make that decision. Right. So they were kind of like the stopgap of making sure that wouldn't happen.
Now that's gone. Now it's gutted. There's no one there.
And there's like a lot of implications to this. Like, some of them, I'll be quite frank, like, I don't really know yet. Because, like, for instance, the fact that it's 2 and 2, I don't know if that is like,
it has to be
like, I don't know if that's legally required or if that's been the practice.
Yeah.
And, so many of the things that are going awry right now are because we had stuff that was just best practice, but not necessarily legally required. Yeah. So we don't really know what's going to happen.
We do know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's, he continues with the rhetoric of, the election was not right. He's gone to Georgia, to collect ballots in a place that he wasn't supposed to. All of these acts coming. Oh, you weren't there. Okay, so for Juneteenth, we actually talked about, I wish I'd known it, I would pull it up, about what some states are doing to, again, rule out people from voting. There are some states that are doing some good things, but I'm talking about the ones that are helping to eliminate and filter out people from voting. So we know exactly what they're doing. And if anyone thinks, so let's talk about this loop again that we spoke about in another episode.
Oh, well, the thing is, I hope people realize,
do they?
The most common one that people use to exclude people from the ballot is felonies.
Yeah.
Like that is typically the most common one, which becomes racialized because we enforce laws more aggressively against Black people than we do against white.
Yeah.
But the only reason I have this in my head, because I recently was having conversations with someone about what was it? Oh, we were talking about Governor Landry in Louisiana that we're trying to recall. And so the only reason I know this is because I went to look up because I wanted to know what the turnout was in the year that he was elected.
What was it?
Like 25%. Because we do our gubernatorials in off years. I think it was 2023. And so
25%. And now look at what he's doing.
So the turnout was 25%, and he got like 52% or something of the vote. So realistically, he was elected by like 11 or 12%
of this state.
But so what's crazy is like it was like this one small moment where I was like, oh my God, like we're like Louisiana, like we're not in last place for once. Like, but I think it's Texas and Florida each have like, I think it might not be quite to 1 million, but it's like almost 1 million people that are ineligible to vote because of their felony status.
Texas and Florida, you're saying?
Yeah. Like those are like the two kind of worst offenders, but most southern states are, of course, like high on the offense list for that. But that's the thing, right? It's like up until now they've been doing it, but it's always been these kind of backdoor kind of, it's like we're not going to say that it's about the thing, which I mean is the way it always was, right? Because even back in the day, they never came out and said you can't vote because you're Black. But like
when does this end? But isn't this like the loop again?
Yeah.
This is the loop. Going back to it, we're having this discussion. It's going to be a something, and now it's more emboldened, right? Because where was it? Was it in Louisiana where they like basically split up a Black district? Was that in Louisiana or was that in Tennessee? Where the hell was that? What southern state was that? Where all these Black people were screaming. All the white men walked out like very Proud Boy type of walking out. That was Tennessee.
Because they split up all of their majority Black districts.
Yes.
Louisiana, we kept one. We still have one.
But when does it stop? When does it fucking stop?
I mean, can I...
And granted, I don't expect you to answer this.
Can I say something kind of maybe controversial?
You can, as long as we don't get canceled from this. But I think it's important because we can have different opinions about things. Go ahead. You're thinking about it. I've been
thinking about this a lot, like with the stuff with like my family, because like I have my Trumpy side of my family.
It's hard to believe, but I guess so.
Well, the thing is, like,
what? Say it.
Okay, like think about it, right? Like since like Reconstruction era, right? So like think about this, like. A lot of like what is happening right now, we blame on Andrew Jackson ending Reconstruction and just kind of letting the South like do what they would. But I guess my question is like, I do think that there are instances like Reconstruction which should have continued because like you have to kind of put your thumb on the scale and like say like we need to course correct, and y'all aren't going to do it yourself, so like we need to do it for you. But like when I think about like the last like 50, 60, 70 years, like so much of what we've done is like, it's like when people have opinions that we think are shameful or like wrong. Yeah. We just shape them. Like it's like you just shout it. It's like you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to think that. Yeah. But the problem with me telling you that is that me telling you that doesn't actually change your heart, mind, or anything. If anything, a lot of times it reinforces for you that you should hide it, but also like insulate yourself and go continue to teach that thing to your kids and continue to think all of those things. So it's like in reality, because miscegenation, like we live in a multiracial society. Like, there is no world in which we can ever just like overpower the racists and like force them to change their mind. Like, that's not realistic.
Right.
So it's like that comes back to what I was kind of talking about in the last episode, where it's like, what is something different that we could do?
What changes the game completely?
It's like, if you could think about something like a truth and reconciliation process that's more than just like on paper. It's like, how do you actually like go to people that have these beliefs, interrogate them, not in like a police tactic.
No, but I understand.
But it's like, but I think what's hard about that is it's like, then I have to actually engage with someone who has beliefs that I like, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, they hurt, like the things that you think, if you say them out loud, they hurt me. You know, it's like, if you're somebody who thinks all gay people are evil and are going to hell.
Well, they are. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I had to say that. Like, well, okay.
But it's like, how do I engage with you in a way that I can protect myself, but also like, it's like, in order for me to get you to question that, I also need to kind of force you to narrate it. Like, explain to me why.
However, I do think that what you're saying is good. I don't think it's controversial. I think that that's fine what you're saying. However, I think in the age of Trump, people are saying things and believing things that it's not just, oh, I disagree with that. You will show them that this is the color blue, and they will say, no, he said that was green.
But what I'm saying is like, I don't think that the things that people are thinking, saying, and doing are new. Like, I think they've thought and believed them for decades.
Maybe it's that, like, I'm hearing them more. Maybe because of social media.
I think they're emboldened to say them out loud more. But what I'm saying is, like, I think after the 60s, like, people didn't change.
Yes, and laws did, people didn't. How about that? Because you don't change people with the law.
But that's why I'm saying it's like, you know, it's like, we can sit here and gnash our teeth about like the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
But it's clear to me that just reinstating this legal mechanism is not actually going to fix the root cause.
It will not.
We're acting like Western medicine doctors who just treat the symptom.
So what you're saying, for a Juneteenth celebration for Democrats abroad Kenya, so if you hear us say DACA, that's what that means. And so we watched Eyes on the Prize, which is a documentary over 30 years old about what was going on, specifically about, it was called Bridge to Freedom. It was about the Voting Rights Act. It was so ironic, maybe not very ironic, that the people that they interviewed and the things that the people were saying, you could close your eyes and you could say, oh, that's speaking right now.
Yeah.
So I hear you. Can I just share this? Because I do want to look it up. The voter suppression in 2026, South Dakota and Utah became the first states to require every voter to show a passport or birth certificate just to register, even when people are already registered. South Dakota and Utah. Voters
was in compliance with Trump's executive order.
Imagine. Voters in Iowa will decide this November whether male voters, MAIL, by the way, mail-in voters must show a government ID, even though male voters are already verified by signature. And finally, Arizona's legislature just sent voters a constitutional amendment to permanently lock the state's photo ID rules for both in-person and mail-in voting into its constitution. Just wanted to share that is the suppression, some of the suppression that's going on. So how do we stop it? So does this go back to the thing that you asked before? What do we do that hasn't been done before?
Well, like, have you seen any of the dialogue online about, there's this woman, I'm not sure like what her like ethnic background is, but she's a woman of color, and she did a documentary where she literally was like embedded with these white supremacist organizations. And so she was like literally like in their meetings, like in their homes, like over the course of like a year.
Wow.
It was like a long-term documentary.
I need to see this.
And, you know, like literally like was filming herself having some of these discussions. Like once they had gotten to know each other and like there was like a level of trust.
So they knew she was a woman of color?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
It was very clearly
okay.
Like she is a brown person.
Okay.
And at some point, like I haven't seen the whole thing. I've just seen clips, right? But there's like clips where like she's talking with them and it's like, and it's this thing, right? Where she's like asking them like, take me through your like logic, like explain to me your thinking. And she's like, but do you understand that like what you're saying applies to me? And you literally see them like having that moment of like, wait,
wow,
I have to like kind of square this circle because this thing that I think is really abstract, but now like you're here.
Wow.
And it just makes me, and it was interesting because like when it came out, there was actually a lot of backlash from people of color and like leftists who were like basically like, why? How could you even like entertain this? Blah, blah,
really?
blah, blah.
But that's how we find out things. That's how we get information.
Well, like no, it's like all this like, why are you platforming these people and blah 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 blah.
That's how you get information. Like that's interesting.
But I think what was interesting is like I know there were at least like a few of the people that she was embedded with who later left these movements.
Oh shit.
And that's the thing, right? It's like, but that required her to also be open, empathetic, and like willing to like hear them out.
So just to that, I mean, okay, it was more of a debate, but have you heard of Jubilee? You probably have. Yeah.
I think Jubilee is useless because
you think it's
because it's the thing, it's just people shouting
right.
at each other.
They're shouting. However, this is the way that I don't think it's useless. In case you're wondering about what the other side thinks, I think, and what regular people think, right? You see people in office doing things, but you're like, regular people can't think like this. But then you get regular people and hear what they're saying, and I do think it's useful in that way. I know it's I mean, it's a debate.
I think useless in the sense of like, in terms of like accomplishing something where we're like moving something
you won't.
Forward.
Yeah. It's a winner or a loser, clearly. Yeah. However,
and also most of the time, depending on who you ask, you'll get different interpretations of who won and who lost.
Interesting.
Like there's a lot of them that like we will watch as leftists because we watch and we're like, wow, like I feel good because Isaiah.
Yeah.
You know,
Isaiah, I love him.
Isaiah like dismantled that guy's argument. But then you get someone that agrees with those people and they watch it and they're like, yeah, he like showed that uppity.
Yeah. Uppity black man with his glasses on who thinks he's
smarter than me.
We don't like those kinds around here. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to. Let's go to quick joy. Let's do some joy. Joy.
Wait, but what about your Lost in Translation?
I think we should do joy because of time. We got Lost in Translation.
Okay.
We could do that another time.
But I really like mine. That's funny.
Okay, go ahead. Lost in Translation.
What did I even tell you this story?
No, I didn't want to ask when I saw it. I was like, what the hell is this?
So you know how the DNC folks came for the AGM?
Yes.
You know, Jane was like one of our like main.
Who's Jane?
Jane, the lady from Nebraska.
Yes.
There were two ladies from Nebraska.
Yes, the white lady.
The white lady.
Why are we saying names? Go ahead. Yeah.
This was but everybody knows.
Okay. So the white lady from Nebraska, her makeup was fierce.
I mean, flawless.
Yeah.
Everything about her flawless.
Yeah, she looked good.
I was convinced that she was lesbian. And I was just going around yapping about it, talking about oh, this diverse group that we had, literally going on and on about this. And I think it was the third day. I went to the hotel, we were having drinks in the evening, and Malcolm was like, why are you thinking why were you thinking that Jane's husband is a woman. And I'm just there like,
wait a minute. Hey, had you said this
like
out
in a
loud?
public forum.
Wait a minute.
In like signal groups all over the place.
Stop. What made you think this?
I have no fucking clue. Like, I don't like. Clearly, somewhere in my addled brain, I was like, "Oh, leader of the Progressive Caucus, out and proud.
She must be gay.
Look at her boots."
Yo. And it wasn't even her who changed you.
No. The thing was, like, they had been talking, like, so she was sitting across the table. It's like I literally
Did
was
she
like,
laugh?
"Hey," all like sat down. Yeah, like because they had all been laughing about it before I showed up, and then he just took the opportunity to be the one to be like,
and
so
by the way,
about your. But it was like the confidence with which I like held this information in my brain. It was like so proud of it.
So speaking, and it was your lost in translation that brought me to mine, because it was a bit of, anyway, let me just describe it. It's last Saturday. We go, a friend and her friends, we go to a club. So let me be clear. I had a few gins in me by this time.
Maybe that's the excuse I should have used.
I definitely had.
I should have been like, I've been drunk for the last 3 weeks.
So we went to this club, which I absolutely hated. So I'm not going to say the name of it. The vibration was so low. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I have to pee because I drank that much gin.
Big dry coochie energy.
It was total dry coochie energy.
Desert.
Ooh,
arid.
What?
Arid, extra dry.
Thin membrane. Yes, all of those. So I go to the bathroom, and Kenyans are very quiet, right? So, because I feel like in the States, if you're waiting in the bathroom, you're like, oh, John, but it's very quiet. Everyone's waiting in lines in front of each stall. But when I walk in, there's a dude cleaning inside the bathroom, and me with my gin, I was like,
excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, why is there a guy in here? And I said it so loud.
It was a lady.
Yeah. Oh, it was the worst. It was a lady.
That's how you go get canceled on the internet.
Oh my God. I felt horrible. Horrible. I stood online for a minute. All my pee went away. I was like, I don't even know if I said sorry.
Leg or back up
no,
inside? It
went back inside. I don't know if I said sorry. I left, and I left the club. What? I felt terrible.
As you should.
That's when I knew my gin. It was too much gin.
You're like, I need to be in the house now.
Yeah, and that's why I went home. And I went home.
You're like, nope, I've reached the threshold.
I was like, no, this bitch is ready to go. So anyway, all right. We're already there. Yeah. You want to quick joy.
So mine was, I was flying back from Ghana. And I saw like one of my favorite internet people on the plane.
Oh, who?
Her name is Njeri Wamigwi.
Oh, I don't know.
She runs an organization called Usi Kimye, which if you're here in Kenya, you should check them out and give them some money. They help survivors of SA.
Is that the country?
No, like what Law and Order SVU is about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they do really great work. They also do a lot of work around like education in the community about like consent and like femicide and all the things that have been happening. Even like I have a friend who was SA'd, and I was referred as actually a he. I referred him to them, and they were great, and they like really took good care of him. So,
please give money to them. Yeah.
And it was just one of those where it's like, I mean, like we've chatted on Twitter and like Instagram and stuff for like years, but like we've never met in person.
Oh my God.
And so she came on the plane, and I was like,
wow.
And she was like, and like like it was you know, I kind of like made some.
Oh my God.
I had one of those moments where it's like I said something like very like fumbling as she like went by, like, ooh, like Twitter famous, blah, blah. And then like she went by and like I literally was sitting there like turning it over in my head for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like once we got up in the air and like they had like turned off the lights and done the meal service, I like went back. And she actually, like, she had a road to herself, so I just sat down and we like chatted for a little bit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like, really
oh, that's beautiful. I'll check them out too.
Yeah,
that sounds beautiful. For
Tell
me,
us yours.
my joy was when you, my friend, played Boots on the Ground at our July 4th barbecue for Democrats Abroad Kenya. For me, at that moment, you know, for a while, it was the whitest July 4th I'd ever
It was
had.
white nonsense. There was some white nonsense. I can say it.
Okay, like it was very white. And then when you put that song on,
just to give it some context, like, I mean, no offense to the other DA members, like, love y'all. Mm-hmm. We had crowdsourced a playlist.
Yeah.
And I think I was like out of town. Like, I like landed the night before the barbecue. I hadn't had a chance to put anything into the playlist. I don't think you had put anything in.
No, I didn't.
And so, like, just to give you the background, like, I think like most of what we were listening to is like Sweet Caroline, which like for the Boston fans, like, I love me some Sweet Caroline. I've done it at karaoke before
many times. I have too, by the way.
There was some, I think it was like we were about an hour in and it was like we need something other than just Neil Diamond.
Yeah. And when the Boots on the Ground came on, for me, it just took me back. It wasn't even just the song, it was what it took me to. Even though I know it's a newer song, it just took me back to a black barbecue in the United States and someone that good playlist that somehow somebody brought their boombox and it's playing on the side.
Juke playlist over there.
It just was so nice. So that brought me a lot of joy. And with that, folks, we got to end this because this is extended. I know, because we've been yapping. Sorry. Yeah, this has been the extended one. I love it when you say that.
But make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you send us money if you have it. If you don't, we'll just take your likes and comments for engagement.
That's important, by the way. Likes and comments. Subscribe. That is, we can't.
Y'all don't be doing it. And I'm going to come find y'all because I'm going to come find y'all.
And reviews. Well, now that we're on like these podcast platforms, reviews are necessary.
Give us the 5 stars on Spotify.
Stars. If it's less than 5, don't do it. Just leave it.
Keep your opinion to yourself. Actually, then just make it a comment because like hate comments do generate engagement.
Oh, okay.
So you can be like, hated it, terrible.
I know, but we don't want you to do that. But if that's the case, fine. Just don't do the stars.
We'll take feedback.
With that said, this has been Kisses from Kenya. Mwah. See you next time.
Register to vote. Bye.
Hey.